Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's me, I'm back, and today I'm going to take you guys behind the scenes on a magazine editorial that I shot. If you're new here and you like photography related content, be sure to subscribe to the channel, and if you want to see how I created photos like this, just keep on watching. So this shoot was for an online magazine called Voir Fashion Magazine, and they approached me to shoot an editorial for issue 29. They sent across a mood board and it was right up my street. The styling was very slick, cool, modern, kind of edgy, and they also wanted to play around with light and shadow and using black and white backdrops. From the initial ideas, I put together some of my own references so I could bring them on the day and show them to my assistant Benny, and we could figure out what was going to work best and begin to test the light. So for the first few looks, we decided to go for a 4 to 5 light setup, which sounds complex, but bear with me. A Profoto D2 and 4-foot octabox with grid as the key light on the model. I used the grid because I wanted a lot of contrast and I wanted to ensure that not too much light spilled onto the background. I then used the Profoto B1, bare bulb but with a grid, to add a highlight from the back, and a little bit of light will spill onto the left side of her face. And then 2 other lights with grids pointed onto the backdrop to give me this sort of gradient highlight effect. And then finally a strobe with a deep blue gel shot into an umbrella, which is going to give me this subtle blue tone to the overall image. As you can see, I'm using a monitor and we're shooting tethered into Capture One. You guys know I always do this. It just allows the whole team to see the images and we can really zoom in and focus on the details and make adjustments to lighting, posing, hair, makeup, or styling. You might notice that the images throughout this shoot have a softness and a bit of a glowing effect, particularly in the highlights. And that's on purpose. I actually got that effect using a lens filter. The filter that I used is the subtle Cine Soft filter from Tide Optics, and I'm in love with it. It's not too overpowering, but it just creates this dreamy soft glow and gets rid of some of the digital sharpness. I've put a link to it in the description below if you want to check it out. For this next setup, we switched from shooting on the Infinity Cove to using a black colorama. I wanted to go for a soft kind of back/side lit look, so I opted for 2 white umbrellas with diffusion placed almost along the backdrop, pointed towards camera, but slightly angled so the light wraps around the model. just love how these came out and how the light just falls on the boots and how we captured the bag in motion as well. Having an assistant or someone who's just an extra pair of hands on set is so helpful and has completely changed the game for me as a photographer. It allows me to spread the load and have someone else deal with more of the technical things, and I can just focus on capturing the subject and working with the rest of the team. The lens I'm using is my go-to Canon 24-70 f2.8, and for a couple of the close-ups I switched to my 70-200 just to get in a little bit tighter and get rid of any distortion on the face. For the final look, Jyoti, the stylist on the shoot, showed me this hooded orange dress with like cutouts in the front and the back. It felt very sensual, very sexy, so we decided to turn up the heat a little bit. I improvised and I used a large clear sheet of acrylic, which I could then spray with water to create this like hot and steamy effect. For lighting, I used the same 4-foot octabox from earlier, but placed it camera left and onto the subject. And then I added a hair light in the top right corner just to separate her from the background a little bit. In some of the shots, we added a spotlight to the cutout in the back, just to bring some attention to that area and make the skin shine even more. So that's how we put the shoot together, and this is how it came out in the magazine. If you want to see the full spread, I've linked it in the description below. I've also linked my equipment and also the team's details in the description, so make sure you go and check them out and show them some love. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a like and let me know which shot was your favorite in the comments. For more photography content, be sure to subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.